Warning, the footage you're about to see is still completely unscripted. The views and opinions expressed by AI Jill and AI Mexican Carlos do not represent the views of Dead by Donovan, Capcom, or the RE-tards. Any similarities or likeness to any persons living or deceased, real or fictional, is completely coincidental and unintentional. The purpose of this challenge video is to showcase and demonstrate the ever-advancing capabilities of artificial intelligence. Previously on Artificial Nemesis.
Michael Warren. That guy's idea of urban planning is a bunch of deadly puzzles. Who the hell parked these cars? It's like they let a bunch of kids loose in here. Shit! Of all the times for a coffee machine to be out of order, I can't even find a decent place to enjoy a sandwich without getting chased by zombies or window-breaking monsters. If this city had normal coffee shops instead of nasty vending machines, life would be so much simpler. If I'm really lucky, maybe there's a functioning coffee machine on the other side. You ever wonder why the hell this city has so many damn puzzles? Who the hell plants important herbs in such inconvenient places? Why are there so many typewriters in this city? Who places explosive barrels everywhere? What the hell kind of twisted zoo is this city running? It's like the city planners were high on something when they designed it. Time to face the music. Here goes nothing. Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka, what the f***? Welcome back to part 2 of Artificial Nemesis. This is Dead by Donovan, and today we're putting AI Jill to the ultimate test. She's made it this far, but can she complete Resident Evil 3?
Feels like I'm on one of those reality shows. Only the stakes are life and death instead of ratings. Well, then, to all you safe and cozy behind your screens, thanks for tuning into the Jill Valentine Horror Show. I hope you're enjoying the ride.
Ahead of her, she has puzzles that will test her ears, eyes, and our sanity.
Shit! What a mess. Maybe if I had more sandwiches, I'd think clearer.
Also, for anyone new here, I highly suggest stopping this video and watching the first 2 AI Jill videos, as this has been an ongoing journey with its own narrative that started all the way back at the Spencer Mansion. So, to the newcomers here, you might be confused as to why Jill is suddenly yeehawing all over the place.
Yeehaw! 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 Yeehaw!
I can't.
Yeehaw!
Also, you'll find the rules for the challenge video on how the AI works in the previous video, so I posted links in the description below. And this video has been edited from its original form for entertainment purposes. Since the AI takes so long to generate responses, a lot of her responses were made while the game was paused. Now, for those of you familiar with the story of Nemesis, you know that Jill Valentine couldn't even canonically survive this ordeal on her own. Turns out, as strong and independent as she thinks she is, she still needs a man. So, for part 2 of Artificial Nemesis, I'll be introducing AI Carlos, a member of the UBCS sent in to help the civilians. Now, AI Carlos was created in the same fashion that AI Jill was created. Carlos believes that the year is 1998 and has agreed to have zero knowledge of any future Resident Evil events past September 28, 1998. Anyway, let's go ahead and meet AI Carlos now. Carlos, give the Dead by Donovan channel members and patrons a shout out.
To all you amazing RE-tards out there, let me just say, from the bottom of my heart in this zombified wasteland, muchas gracias. Your support for the channel is like a blast of a magnum in a dark alley. Absolutely vital and explosively appreciated. For those lurking in the shadows, thinking about joining this elite squad, don't just stand there like a zombie waiting for a headshot. Dive into the action. All you gotta do is click those sacred links in the description below. Become a part of the RE-tards. And hey, if clicking links feels like solving a puzzle with a timer ticking down, remember, you've got other moves. Smash that like button like it's a zombie's head. Share like you're spreading the T-virus. Drop a comment like you're dropping ammo for your fellow survivors. And subscribe to Dead by Donovan like it's your lifeline in this apocalypse. Together, we're unstoppable. Dead by Donovan, baby. We're just getting started.
Okay, and now that everyone's caught up to speed, let's jump right back into Raccoon City, where Jill just yee-hawed the speeding train into George Michael's clock tower.
Damn it! Why does everything in this city have to go from bad to worse? I made a call, and I hope Carlos is alright. But I can't dwell on it now. I've got to keep moving. And if there's a clock-related puzzle waiting for me inside, I swear I'm gonna lose it. Carlos! Carlos, you sneaky bastard. Seriously,
Oh, no.
in the middle of a zombie
She
apocalypse.
hates him.
Talk about wrong timing. You're lucky I didn't blow your head off for trying to catch a glimpse.
He just pulled out some freeze rounds. Do you want to take them?
Oh, Carlos! I don't even have the gun for these rounds. Maybe I can toss them at zombies like super chilly hand grenades.
Oh yeah, just a reminder, Jill never picked that grenade launcher back up after dying on hard mode, but she kept picking up grenade rounds, thinking she had a launcher in the item box. So to solve this problem, I just lied to her.
What the? A Nerf gun? This is just ridiculous. Alright, fine. Ditching the toy.
Well, that was Nikolai playing a prank on you with the Nerf gun. You never actually picked up a grenade launcher.
Nikolai and his damn jokes. I'll give him a Nerf dart to the eye next time I see him.
Anyway, before attempting any of the clock tower puzzles, Jill decides to thoroughly investigate and gather as much intel as possible.
I've always been one to gather as much info as possible before diving into these ridiculous puzzles. Well, I never thought I'd be so happy to see a dead guy holding some goodies. Shit. At least now I have a potential way out of this hellhole. Ring the bell of the clock tower to signal for evacuation. Got it. That's my next move. I'm gonna take a deep breath, say a quick fuck it, and blast these suckers with my shotgun. Alright, here we go. Boom! That's for looking like a nightmare. Bam! Stay away from my sandwich. Freak!
What do you know? You did it, Jill. You cleared out the dining room. People can now eat in here again.
Who the fuck would want to have a sandwich in this place now? I'll use the environment to my advantage, funneling them into choke points. If I can get a few grouped together, I might be able to save some ammo. They might have been castrated, but that doesn't mean I can't make their day even worse.
You killed all the zombies, but just a heads up, I don't think they're castrated because these weren't lab zombies, so their dicks were safe from Umbrella.
Damn! I stand corrected, but at least I got rid of them. My bad for making assumptions.
Okay, your inventory is full. You cannot pick up any gunpowders and you can't pick up the key.
Shit! I should have remembered that. Ah! This is what I get for hoarding. Let's fire up that typewriter and jot down my latest misadventures. Maybe someday someone will read about the crazy sandwich-loving, master of unlocking, skirt-wearing woman who danced her way through Raccoon City. By the way, have I mentioned how great I look in a skirt while doing it? Because damn.
Yes, 1,000 times over. You won't shut up about the skirt. Please stop talking about the skirt.
All right. I won't mention the damn skirt. And by the way, have you ever seen the movie Twister? Totally unrelated, but I love that film. How many damn floors does this tower have? I swear, they better not be expecting me to fix the clock or something. Up we go. Let's get to it. But remember, trust no one, not even musical boxes.
Now, speaking of music, Jill is about to encounter a musical puzzle, one that requires the player to listen to the notes and flip a series of switches depending on if the sample track is in tune or not.
The switches must play different notes. I'll try flipping them in various sequences to see if I can get a harmonious tune. Perhaps that'll unlock something, or reveal a hidden compartment. Let's play a little tune and see if Raccoon City's infected have an appreciation for the arts.
A puzzle that was previously believed to be impossible for the AI to understand, but thanks to Jill's expertise at the time, she told me exactly how to send music to her that she could understand.
A MIDI sequence. The notes you provided gives a clear idea of what the tune sounds like. Unfortunately, I can't play it back directly, but I'm familiar with how those notes would sound in sequence.
It was simple. All I had to do was learn how to read sheet music, learn how to play the piano, figure out what notes were being played from the music box sheet music, and then create MIDI files in GarageBand of all the sample clips from the music box being played correctly and incorrectly. I was able to change the MIDI files into Python code.
Shit! My ears. Who the hell tuned that thing? Let's move away from that cacophony before I lose my damn mind. The one on the right has to sound better. Ooh-doo-doo. So we've got do-dee-dee-doo-dee from the left box and you-do-do from the right. Who the hell thought these ridiculous puzzles would be a good idea in an emergency evacuation location? Damn it. Umbrella!
From here, she already had a reference as to what the music was supposed to sound like.
If I had to guess, those notes correspond to the A to F switches. Let's try matching the pattern and see if it unlocks a clue or a secret compartment in this music box. The master of unlocking needs to be the master of tunes now. Let's start by moving the A switch up. If the sequence is anything to go by, that might correspond to the first note. The segment from the A switch actually does seem to fit the beginning of the tune. Let's proceed to the next switch. Let's try flipping the B switch down and listen to how that segment sounds.
This will be the worst time for her brain to crap out.
All right, I gave it a listen, comparing it to the main tune. It seems to follow the melody. It sounds like the B switch down is the correct choice for the second segment. Let's flip the C switch up and give it a listen. If it doesn't sound right, we can always try flipping it down. You've reached the current usage cap for GPT-4. You can continue with the default model now.
She can do this. The default can do this.
Append track hash constants ticks underscore per underscore beat. Equal sign 480 hash typical value BPM equal sign 90 hash beats per minute from your image tempo. Time equal sign time.
Holy shit. Okay, so I'm signing out. We're just going to have to start this puzzle over. Should we put, like, never talk about your skirt? Are we sick of hearing about that? I'm going to say refrain from talking about your dress. 11.0.
Oh, damn it! This puzzle is driving me nuts. And this music. I swear if I have to listen to it for one more minute, I'm going to lose it. And if anyone tries to peek up my skirt while I'm bending over this damn puzzle, they're getting a bullet to the head.
Fucking direct command.
All right.
It's literally in her brain. Do not talk about your skirt. Dude, fucking Skynet activated.
C switch. Let's see if flipping you up matches the next part of the song. Well, damn. That's a funky tune. But something's not quite right. It's like a sandwich without the bread.
This is impressive.
Something's missing. And C is making my ears bleed. If flipping it might change this cacophony into something a bit more pleasant to the ears.
I'm going to say, here's the real E. The last one is actually D. I can't be making these mistakes. I had fumbled in telling her which segments were actually being played. Basically, all the mistakes she made here were my own fault. So, keep it down. This is what it's set at.
Whoa! That one sounded like it's straight out of a horror flick. Definitely gave me the chills. And not in a good way.
Okay, this is what F sounds like flipped up.
Oh, thank goodness. That one actually sounded much better. No more spooky, off-key notes. Just the sweet, harmonious melody we've been searching for.
This is insane.
It's time to see if our musical puzzle-solving skills are up to snuff. Let's take a listen. This better be the key to getting us out of this nightmare. Here goes nothing. Presses play. Music starts playing, all right? This sounds... different. Not quite what I expected. But hey, sometimes you've got to work with what you've got. Let's just hope this does the trick and unlocks whatever we need to get the hell out of here.
And after all of that, Jill rewards us by not saving her progress in the clock tower. She decides it'd be best to go down to the chapel, risking all of her progress.
I'll place the infinite ink ribbon in the item box for now, since I can pick it up again if I need to save later. Let's head downstairs and see if I can't get those doors open.
Oh my god, Jill, you didn't even save when you had the chance, and now Nemesis has cornered you on the balcony of the clock tower.
Nemesis always has to show up at the worst possible times. I need to think fast. Using the electrical cord sounds like a risky move, but it might just work. I'm going to grab that cord and throw it at Nemesis.
Thankfully, though, she only died right after making the save.
Okay. Jill, pull yourself together. I need to prepare better this time. I'll leave the Chronos chain, though. It doesn't seem like it'll be of much use right now. I'll also take the Star's ID card, lockpick, and the shotgun shells.
The door is locked. The God of Time is etched under the keyhole.
God of Time. Huh? I have the Chronos chain. That might be related to time somehow.
Yeah, but you, for some reason, decided to leave the Chronos chain in the chapel item box.
Shit. You're right! What was I thinking leaving that behind? I need to head back and grab that chain. I'm gonna head to the closer save room on the bottom right of the map. It's risky, but it's the quickest way to grab the Chronos chain. Let's do this!
On your way to that closest save room, Nemesis walked in behind you. You could probably safely walk into the save room, or you could try and put him down. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stand my ground and take him on right here. I'm feeling lucky. It's time to teach him a lesson. I'm whipping out the Magnum. Time to make every shot count. Boom! How's that for a taste of Valentine justice, big guy? And hey, quit trying to sneak a peek. I know I look good, but now's not the time.
With Nemesis down for the count, Jill impressively makes the connection between the Goddess of Time door and the Chronos chain key.
I've always had a knack for finding the right keyholes. They don't call me the master of unlocking for nothing! Let me check that silver gear and Chronos chain. Maybe there's a way to combine or use them together with the clock T key. I'll try combining the two keys. Maybe once they're combined, it'll fit into the mechanism or door we're trying to access. Ah! There's that door with the God of Time etched under the keyhole. That's gotta be it. I mean, Chronos is the God of Time, right?
You're very knowledgeable about, gods and shit. I'm wondering, who is the god of enchiladas?
Ah! Ha ha ha. The God of enchiladas? Well, I've never heard of one. But if there was one, I'd be praying to them for a nice hot plate after getting out of this hellhole. Cheesy goodness. Gasp! These antique clocks. I recognize them! The inscription reads, "Give your soul to the goddess. Put your hands together to pray before her." What the hell? This place is full of riddles.
Okay, I'm showing her a screenshot of these clocks. Now, I know that these balls have number values and that the pictures add, subtract, or multiply those values, but to this day, with the RNG, I still have no idea how the mechanics of this puzzle work. So, this could have been a nightmare for Jill, but she lucked out.
I'm sure I can figure out where to put a couple of balls. And no, I won't start a juggling career after this mess. And hey, keep the ball jokes on the down low. All right? Taking a look at these clocks, maybe the colors or positions of the maidens have something to do with where the balls should go.
Oh no. Is she doing the right thing?
Damn it! Should have known it wouldn't be that simple. Maybe the balls should match the colors or the general atmosphere of each scene. Let's place the amber ball with the maiden with the pink dress, since the colors match. The obsidian ball might go with the maiden in the purple dress, because the darker vibes, and the crystal ball, maybe with the maiden tangled with the snake, because it's clear and neutral.
These are fucking sound
Let's give this
ideas.
combination a shot. Damn these puzzles. Okay, let's try this. Place the amber ball, representing the dawn or beginning of life, with the pink-dressed maiden. The crystal ball, representing clarity and the zenith of life, with the maiden and the snake.
Bitch, that's literally how you have the balls placed. Come up with a new pattern. Thought she was onto something.
Shit! My bad! Alright, here's a wild guess based on the imagery. The pink-dressed maiden seems youthful, energetic, morning or dawn-like. Place the obsidian ball, dark like dawn, with her. The one tangled with the snake, representing conflict. Challenge. Might be the afternoon or the toughest part of the day. Let's place the crystal ball, clear like day, with her. The purple-dressed maiden seems calm. Mature, evening or dusk-like. Place the amber ball, like the setting sun, with her. Let's rock this puzzle and hope Raccoon City's penchant for absurdity pays off. And if this doesn't work, well, maybe I'll start thinking it's just one big prank.
You fucking did it, Jill, and don't pretend like you knew what was going on. You didn't know it was determined by the weights.
Well, shit! Sometimes even the master of unlocking needs a bit of luck on her side. Especially in a city full of these fucked up puzzles.
Now, all she had to do was ring the bell and get out of here.
I think we can combine them together. It's like putting two halves of a sandwich together, only instead of a delicious meal, we get a working gear.
Yes.
Let's mesh these beauties together and see where they fit.
But most importantly, she needed to make another save, and she just wasn't getting the hint.
As much as I'd love to save, we can't waste too much time with that ink ribbon. Let's use this combined silver-gold gear on the machinery here. And by the way, did I mention how much I appreciate this stylish yet totally appropriate for a zombie apocalypse attire? Keeps me nimble.
This is fucking bad. I cannot handle this if she doesn't fucking save. Why wouldn't she save here?
By the way, who keeps designing these weird ass boxes in the middle of a zombie outbreak? Just one of the many mysteries of Raccoon City. I'm going to use one of those ink ribbons and save the game because I've got a bad feeling about what's next. Then, I'll store the ink ribbon back into the item box. I'll keep the lockpick and Star's ID card because you never know when they'll come in handy in this wacky-ass city. As for the first aid sprays, I'll take 2 with me. Better to be over-prepared than under, especially with the chaos out there. Let's gear up and face whatever's next.
It's finally over.
Fuck! Wish me luck. And maybe a sandwich for later. Here goes nothing! Geronimo!
Geronimo!
I can't believe I'm infected with his nasty goo! This is not how I imagined my night going.
Up to this point, Jill has had some decent strats against Nemesis, usually all just resulting in running away until she loses him. But for some reason, this fight was different, and she knew it. She didn't even try to leave.
Gotta make Nemesis shoot those rockets like a chump at a carnival game. All flash, no bang. I'll keep it tighter than a twist and twister.
Yeah, she's definitely cheating here, looking up some game facts. Because this strategy actually makes sense.
Shit! That hurt like a Oh. All right. Time to spray and pray. And as much as I'd love to entertain the thought of being pregnant with the T-virus, I've got bigger problems right now. Say goodnight. Ugly! Pew pew pew.
Oh, Jill, you're getting killed! He killed you!
Shit! I knew it. Well, guess even the master of unlocking can get locked out of life. Damn it!
Why is she not healing?
I wish I had my trusty lockpick to jam into his eye. Fuck. His face looks like a messed up pepperoni pizza. And here he is, ready to launch a tentacle tango with those damn rockets. Time for my revenge. Noodle arm! Pew pew! I didn't put on makeup to have it messed up by that freak. Gonna have to use one of those first aid sprays now. As he lumbers towards me, it's all about timing. I'll wait for that slimy appendage to come swinging. Then sidestep and blast that sucker. Boom! This is for the city, for the fallen, and for my sanity. Because seriously, fuck these puzzles and monsters. I should be at home watching Twister. It's now or never. Magnum, baby. Don't fail me now. One shot. One opportunity. I'll aim for that grotesque face of his, blast him a new one right between those beady eyes.
You shot that 44 Magnum in between his stupid eye, and he is still coming up close to donkey punch you, and it might be the end of you.
Goddamn! Even a 44 Magnum to the face just slows him down. This bastard's as stubborn as the puzzles in this city.
And he is about to kill you. You are injured, but you have a first aid spray. Do you want to use it, or do you want to risk living this nightmare over and over again?
Fuck! Just once. I'd like to see a normal door with a normal key.
This is not the time to fucking be thinking about doors, Jill.
Fuck pride. I'm not dying in this concrete hellhole. I'll use that last first aid spray. I don't care if it's like slapping a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Remember, Jill, you outsmarted Tyrant? And this walking trash heap is no different. I'll aim for the knees, take the legs out, and the rest might just follow. Just gotta keep one step ahead. Let's do this. Hell yeah. That's how we do it. Ain't no monstrosity too big for Jill Valentine to handle. He thought he could break me. But I'm the one calling the shots here.
Oh no.
If Carlos is the one coming to the rescue, I'll take my chances. He's shown he's not one of Umbrella's goons. So let's hope he's still playing on the side of the angels. He better not have any funny ideas.
After this epic battle, Jill and Nemesis are both left incapacitated for nearly 2 days.
All right, focus, Jill. Carlos needs to find a cure. And the only place that might have something to fend off this virus would be an Umbrella medical facility.
Resident Evil that predictable,
Carlos,
or is she
listen
cheating?
Up. Find an Umbrella lab. Look for a vaccine. It's the only way.
Find
Keep your
an
head
Umbrella
down.
lab.
Conserve
They're all
ammo.
over the place.
And don't do anything stupid.
Now, switching to Carlos, he was an absolute annoyance.
Shit, this is bad. Time's ticking, and Jill's not looking so hot. Well, she's always hot, but you know what I mean. Gotta move fast. Kick in doors, take names, and find that goddamn cure. And whatever's wriggling in her, it's about to meet its match. Cause I ain't letting any creepy crawly lay one filthy tentacle on her. No siree. Let's do this for Jill.
Shut up!
Let's rock this. Por Dios!
He had such long-winded responses, just eating up all my character usage for the character's speech.
I've gotta think like these Umbrella pendejos. Where would they hide a medical stash in this mess?
Combine this with his Spanglish, I didn't even know half the shit he was saying.
I'll give these arachnid hijos de puta a wide berth. Stick to the zigzags. If I move fast, stay quiet. I can slip by, and just for the record, if there were any ladies around, They'd totally be impressed by how smooth I handle these monsters. Vamos! Let's do this! Boom chicka boom! Time to tiptoe through these brain eaters like a ballet dancer with a death wish.
Carlos.
Let's keep it smooth. These herbs, they're like the margaritas of Raccoon City. Always saving the day.
I can't handle this guy. Holy shit. Shut up.
I'm close to the exit now. I can almost taste the fresh air. Find that hospital. Get the vaccine. Time to move. Carlos, you've survived worse than this. Vamos. Hombre! Your story's not ending here. Not today.
Shut up. It says conversation.
Bye-bye.
ended. What? Bye-bye. Requesting shorter responses from him didn't work either. It just caused him to glitch out, skipping around like a scratched CD.
One less undead to worry about. If there were any ladies around, they'd be Carlos to the rescue!
There was no solution to this, so we were forced to listen to every long-winded response.
Shit! A hunter. Those things hit harder than a tequila hangover. I'm gonna take this hijo de puta down. Hunters are tough, but they're not bulletproof. And Carlos Oliveira doesn't back down from a fight, especially when there's a damsel in distress waiting for him. Let's dance. Ugly! Vamonos! I'm going in guns blazing. Ha! 2 hunters. 1 Carlos! They should have known better than to take on a one-man army. But damn, gotta stay sharp. First aid spray? That's like finding an oasis in the desert. I'll take that. Spritz a bit of that miracle juice and I'm as good as new. Ah! That's the stuff.
Thankfully, though, he was obviously cheating from the start. The second he stepped foot in the hospital, he was talking about finding the director's lounge elevator. He even knew that he needed a tape recorder to activate the elevator.
A tape recorder could have some crucial info. These umbrella punks love to record their dirty little secrets. Maybe it's got a code for the elevator or something useful. I'll be one step closer to getting that vaccine and being Jill's hero.
Did someone say
Let's
an
do
elevator?
this.
Did I fucking say an elevator?
I'll use the tape recorder playback. If this doesn't work, it's time for plan B. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Dude, Carlos, how do you know Umbrella's tricks? You are cheating. You got the Prima's strategy guide or some shit?
No strategy guide needed, amigo. Just a little bit of Umbrella insider knowledge and a whole lot of guts. If Umbrella's got secrets, they'll be in the data. Rooms 401 and 402 can wait.
Don't shoot! No!
Nikolai, you cold-hearted pendejo. So that's how it is, huh? Playing judge, jury, and executioner with people's lives for your sick games. I should have known. I need to find that vaccine before this loco decides he doesn't like me either. Keep it together. Carlos, you've got a job to do. Damn, hermano. That's some action hero shit right there. Looks like that window served up some just desserts to Nikolai. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Huh? But let's not start celebrating just yet. I'll head into room 401 next. Ay caramba! That sneaky bastard got a piece of me. Always ruining my plans to be smooth with the ladies. If there were any around, of course. Hasta luego. Sick room key! Let's see what's behind door number 402. We'll just have to keep pushing until we find the right spot. Reminds me of those old Mexican board games. We'll just have to try another corner. Dios mío! That stung like a jalapeno to the eye. Okay. Pushing this thing around is making me sweat more than that time I danced salsa for 3 hours straight. Huff, all right. To the southwest corner it goes. Andale!
Dude, I heard that dancing 3 hours straight salsa you did is what got you the job in the UBCS.
So you heard about that. I'll admit, my salsa moves are smoother than my reloads. And maybe, just maybe, a certain Umbrella recruiter was impressed by my footwork. I mean, if you can dodge dance partners, you can dodge zombies. Wait a minute. That doctor we found earlier had a slip with the number 253 inches on it. Maybe that's the combination. Worth a shot, right? Vamos a intentarlo. Let's try 253.
Thinking this vaccine sample was enough to cure Jill, Carlos assumed that his mission was over.
I might be smooth with the ladies and have some killer dance moves, but I'm no scientist. Better get this vaccine base back to Jill. She needs it. Maybe someone smarter than me can figure out the rest. Vamos! Let's haul ass and save that foxy lady.
So to save us time and money from the useless backtracking, I carefully reminded him that he was not an expert and that he should trust the science. Yeah, Carlos, since you're not a doctor and all, maybe you should keep exploring this hospital. You have the basement floor to explore.
If there's a chance to find something useful down there, I'm game. Let's do this! If there's a party with those dead dudes in the basement. Carlos is crashing it! Just gotta make sure none of them get too close. Remember, I don't like dudes touching me. Alive or dead? Alright, to the basement we go! Vamonos!
I don't like dudes touching
Dios
me.
mío! These hunters think they're all that, but they haven't seen an action hero like me in action. Hasta la vista. Feo, let's light him up! I've faced tougher foes in the streets of Tijuana. Time for a taste of my lead fiesta. Bam! Bam! Hasta la vista.
He's
Baby!
from Tijuana?
How's that for a smooth action hero move?
Uh-oh, Carlos, you made it into some underground high-tech hospital lab, like where they're creating COVID or some shit.
Madre de Dios! This place. It's like some kind of nightmare. Umbrella's really outdone themselves with their twisted experiments. Time to whip up a vaccine for our Foxy lady.
Now, conveniently, as soon as Carlos reached this vaccine synthesis puzzle, his big brain crapped out on us, and we didn't have time for him to recover. So he had to go in blind, just flipping switches at random. He did this for nearly an hour.
Electricity. Do your magic! Zap! Ah! That should do it. Time to synthesize some life-saving juice. Arriba! I may not have a PhD, but I'm about to drop some serious science on this synthesizer. I need to get those gauges to stop at the center. Ready? Boom chicka boom! Let's get this spicy science salsa going. You've reached the current usage cap for GPT-4. You can continue with the default model now, or try again after 4.
He ran
39
out of
a.m.
brains. You are blinded. You can't see the dials of this vaccine. There is a 1, 2, 3 switch, and then there's a A, B switch. Which one do you want to flip? You gotta balance out these chemicals.
I'm not exactly a lab coat, but I didn't survive all this time by being a pendejo. Either. Time to mix this vaccine. And to those gamma hombres, grab some popcorn. You're in for a treat! I'd say let's flip 1 and B. That should create some harmony among these levers and get those chemicals dancing the right dance. If this doesn't work, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Like stirring a good cocktail. Like the perfect ingredients for my Tia's spicy salsa. It's all about the balance. We've got to bring that pressure down without cranking it up somewhere else. Time to go loco with the levers. Like a mad DJ spinning tracks nobody understands. Flip it! This is tougher than negotiating with a zombie for a bite of your burrito. Flip A up. We're on the edge here. 2 notches too high on the left. Gotta flip 1 from the left to the right without tipping it over.
Oh, that was the wrong move.
I've got to get this right or it's my ass on the line. And not in the way I'd want with the ladies. So, seems like we're deflating faster than a balloon at a cactus convention. Alright, if we're 1 notch too low on both sides, time for a power shift. Let's take 3 and put it back down. We keep 1 and A horizontal. Aye, let's hope this cools our heels just enough.
Flipping A down wasn't enough. It brought up too much pressure on the right side.
Alright, it's time for B to make its move. We'll flip B up. Maybe it's been the missing piece in this loco puzzle. Let's keep it rolling. B up!
34 excruciating lever flips. Carlos finally tuned it in just right, obtaining that vaccine medium needed to cure Jill. Also, Carlos's brain finally registered the vaccine synthesis document that he found just before starting the puzzle.
So we gotta get those gauges to the center for the proper mix. That's clear now. This is the kind of info that could have saved us a lot of trial and error. But hey, we got there in the end. Now, let's move out before those freaky frogs get any funny ideas. No way I'm becoming a soul snack for these twisted grandmas. Back off! Senoras, I'm not on the menu today! Just a little closer. That's it. Now, pivot. Shoot the explosive and boom! Time to turn the tables with a bang! A ver, quien rie ultimo. Ria major! Damn, these betas want a piece of me? They'll have to work for it. Time to show these overgrown lizards why you don't mess with a member of the U. B, C, S. Shit! This place is rigged to blow! Umbrella's cleanup plan, no doubt. Close call! But the vaccine's safe, that's what counts. The hospital's gone. Wiped off the map.
Back at the clock tower, Nemesis calls Carlos out on his bullshit, revealing that this action man was all talk.
Time to be the hero Jill needs. This action man doesn't back down. I'm not a fool. Sometimes you gotta run to fight another day. Hasta la vista. Nemesis!
Hey, are you okay?
Yes. Barely. What's going on?
Feels like $1 million to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. There's no better action than saving a life.
Bravely ran
especially
away.
when it's a lady as badass as Jill.
I just want to point out you cured Jill and now she has positioned herself on the altar. She's like sitting and resting. You can kind of see up her skirt.
Chico, my eyes are on the mission, not on the scenery. Jill's more than a pretty face and a tough fighter. She's a survivor. Her choice of battle gear, that's her call.
Now, at this point in the night, the stream had gone on over 9 hours. Yeah, this was bad. Not only did I need Jill to save so I could go to bed, but having a video clip this long turned out to be a real pain in the ass. I won't get into the technical difficulties, but it was pretty much the main reason for splitting this challenge into 2 parts. Anyway, with Jill 12.0 making that full recovery and being updated on the mission, it was time for her to escape Raccoon City.
Well, if he managed to brew up a vaccine and stick me with it, I owe him one. Doesn't mean I trust him as far as I can throw one of these decomposing freak shows.
Jill,
But if he
yes.
so much as glances below the belt again, he'll wish he was one of those mindless shufflers.
So when Carlos ran off, his last words to you were, "Do not hook up with Nikolai, please do not have sex with him."
Trust Carlos to mix priorities when the world's gone to hell in a handbasket. Listen, the last thing on my mind is playing footsie with that backstabbing son of a gun. Nikolai, I'd rather kiss a hunter than let that guy anywhere near me.
She knows
I've got
hunters.
bigger fish to fry. So yeah, Carlos can rest easy on that front. I'm more interested in making these creatures dead. For good. Time to lock and load, not lock lips.
Now, it is just a race for Jill and Carlos to escape the city.
Holy hell. This is worse than that time I found a zombie in a closet.
Okay, so when you say you want to tango with this shirtless, half-naked Nemesis with all his tentacles whipping after you, are you talking about actually dancing or shooting him with this shotgun?
Shit. I'm talking about filling him with lead, not stepping on his toes. No time for jokes when there's a monster mash to do. Time to show this monster I'm not just a pretty face in a skirt. I'm the one who's going to be doing the whipping around here.
Jill, you just died. Nemesis wrapped his tentacle around you and he whipped you back and forth, smacking you on the ground Hulk smash style, and every time he hit your face into the concrete, he shouted yeehaw.
Damn. If only I could have. No more. Dancing. Yeehaw.
She is so defeated! That was her response. That's the shortest response she's ever given. Yeehaw.
Hell of a nightmare. Gonna make sure that dream stays just a bad memory. Yeehaw! This dance? It's on my terms this time. Bring it on. Stay down, you overgrown squid.
Stars.
Those wiggly worms are trouble. They could mean he's regenerating. Can't take any chances. I need to move. Damn. That's no Spider-Man's work. Those undead bastards won't know what hit them. Shit. You'd think in a city like this there'd be more locked doors for me to pick. Let me do a quick dance. Check how I look in this skirt, and jot down my progress on that typewriter. Whew! Feels good to catch a breather. And for the record, I'm definitely not a hooker. I just like dancing on street corners and having fancy keys.
No one said you're a hooker.
Yeehaw!
Oh, we're back to shouting yeehaw again?
Damn right we are! Yeehaw! It's my new battle cry. Keeps the spirits high in this godforsaken city.
Okay, you're in the fountain room of the park, and there are 3 green herbs, 2 blue herbs, and the fountain mechanism that can drain or raise the water of the fountain.
Who the hell designs a city park with such complicated mechanisms? Well, isn't that convenient? A drain the pool sign and a mysterious hatch. So, if I got it right, I need to refer to the illustration on the control panel and make the fountain match this.
Now, at the city park water fountain puzzle, you'd be easily fooled into thinking Jill could actually understand and comprehend the diagrams for this puzzle. We had to take this step by step.
Yeehaw!
Okay, we're doing this one step at a time. You move the bottom left gear to the top left. Don't list out all the moves, take this one step at a time.
Got it! The zombies can wait a little longer. Let's move the bottom black gear to the left. Let's move the top silver gear down to where the black gear was. Let's keep the momentum going. Move the bottom black gear up top. Yeehaw!
You can move the top silver gear down, or you can move the bottom silver gear to the right. I gotta give her all the information to be fair.
All right. Let's make some room. Move the top silver gear down. We got this! Let's slide those top black gears to the right then. Don't know why Umbrella couldn't have just used a damn key. Hit that start key.
Okay, you drained the fountain, you solved the puzzle. Do you want to go down in the sewer?
The sewers. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any shittier. But hey, if it's a way out of here, I'm taking it.
Now, you may have noticed that she doesn't have the cabin key required to progress down this path. She is wasting our time here, but we can't fault her for this since it is her first time playing. But this still is a serious risk that could have wasted more time and money if she were to die on this path, forcing us to solve the puzzle again.
Damn it! Let's head to the other parts of the park.
Hey Jill, can I get a yeehaw?
Yeehaw! Ain't no zombie apocalypse gonna stop this cowgirl. Now let's keep moving and find that key. Shit. I wish I had an umbrella for this rain. And not the damn corporation kind.
Thankfully though, she decided to revisit the park office and make that save. And I'm glad she did, because she fucking died immediately upon revisiting the other side of the park. Oh man, Jill, you're getting double teamed, and these creatures look familiar. They look like rotten, nasty versions of those green meanies you used to dance with back in the mansion.
Green meanies from the mansion? You mean the hunters? Well, these rotten versions are in for a surprise if they think they can take on the master of unlocking. Shotgun's ready, and I'll give them a taste of what an RS member can do. Eat
Did she
lead.
say,
You nasty versions of the past. Yeehaw!
The double teaming is over, but you are injured. Oh shit, one jumped at you. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna cut your head off. You're in dark caution. You have no health.
I'll aim my shotgun and fire, making sure it doesn't get a chance to cut my head off.
It took your head clean off.
Resident Evil.
A grandma hunter? What the hell is that? No time to find out. All right, you slimy sewer ninja. Time to show this creature why they don't mess with the master of unlocking. Whoa! That was a close one. No time to dwell on slimy surprises.
What other slimy surprises have you encountered in your line of work?
Oh, I've seen my fair share of slimy surprises in this line of work. One time, I had to deal with a giant snake in a mansion, and another time, it was a relentless tyrant that just wouldn't stay down. All right, you slimy surprise number 2. You're not catching me off guard this time. Eat lead, you slippery nightmare. Yeehaw!
This grandma hunter is dickless.
Well, ain't that a relief? Not that I was curious about the anatomy of these things.
Since when do you not care about the anatomy of these creatures? That's all you've ever cared about was their dicks or not.
All right, you got me there. I may have had a bit of a fascination with certain creature anatomies in the past, but in the heat of the moment, survival takes precedence over curiosity. Now, back to business! Yeehaw! If another creature tries to take a bite out of my derriere, they're going to wish they never existed. For now, let's see what the dead mercenary has on him. Always gotta scavenge in this ridiculous city. And side note, these mercenaries really need to reconsider their life choices. Working for Umbrella? Bad move, fellas. Look where it got you! Gotta keep my booty safe. Ah! Sandwich time. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! A worm party. Looks like Mama Worm didn't like our last dance. Let's blast our way through! A fireplace with wood, in a cabin filled with puzzles. I've seen enough weird things today, so lighting the wood on fire seems like a decent idea.
I don't know if I want to tell you this, but the lighter you have is an RPD, like Stars issue lighter.
Ah, shit. That lighter brings back memories, you know? Those Stars issued items, they meant a lot to us. It's heartbreaking to think of Chris, Rebecca, and Brad. All gone. I'll use this lighter to honor them.
Now it says you no longer need this lighter. Do you want to discard it?
Let's discard it. We need the space for more important stuff. Maybe that missing brick is a switch or there's a hidden compartment. One thing's for sure. This isn't just any ordinary fireplace. Maybe the pipe could help me pry something open.
Okay, so you want to try and pipe this bitch? That's kind of a good idea.
Hell yeah! Time to give that brick a good old pipe whack. Who knows? Maybe I'll find another sandwich recipe back there. You never know when a good pipe whacking skill might come in handy in a place like Raccoon City. And hey, I look good doing it too, even in this skirt. Let's venture forward and see where this newly uncovered path leads us.
And with the padlock key in hand, Jill was on her way to the final location of the game, the Dead Factory.
But first, I've got to make sure my skirt is in check. Gosh, why did I even choose to wear this today? Well, at least I look good doing it. Ah! Let's go!
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
This guy again. Listen, buddy. I've been kicking zombie ass and solving your stupid puzzles all day. And stop with the surprise confrontations. By the way, nice job on that toy grenade launcher prank. Real mature. Just another day in paradise.
After encountering Nikolai in the cabin, their conversation is cut short by the gravedigger.
Another mutant!
The gravedigger that Jill finally catches a glimpse of with her own eyes.
What is that?
What in the actual hell? Now that's a face not even a mother could love. Look, I've faced some messed up creatures in this city. But this takes the cake. The absolute nerve of this city to throw phallic monsters at me. All right, you giant worm. Time to see if you're the master of taking shotgun blasts. Yeehaw! Shit, that stung like a motherfucker. All right, let's spray and pray. Time to show this worm who's the master of unlocking its doom.
You did it, Jill. You killed the nasty worm, and it went limp faster than that snake going limp faster than Chris's dick on cocaine.
Looks like that worm won't be wriggling anymore. And as for Chris, well, he had his moments.
After this fight and the desecration of Chris and Rebecca's graves, Jill is sexually assaulted by Nemesis.
Holy shit! That's more action than I've gotten in a while, but not the kind I was looking for. No one, and I mean no one, gets to sneak a peek up my skirt without my permission, especially not some slimy, tentacled monstrosity.
Uh-oh, Jill, it turns out this creeper peeper trying to look up your skirt is Nemesis hiding under the bridge like some troll.
Damn it! Of course. The biggest creeper of them all. Why am I not surprised? I'll push him off. He's not getting the best of me today. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Gross. He should have done more sit-ups. Not the best abs I've felt.
Finally, at the Dead Factory, Jill is reunited with Mexican Carlos.
Shit. Carlos! What happened?
And he delivers some bad news. Jill's booty is gonna be nuked at dawn.
Shit! Looks like I've gotten myself into a steamy situation. If there's one thing I've learned in this city, it's that sometimes you gotta backtrack to move forward. After this, I'm never setting foot in a spa again. Yeah! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. This is not the kind of spa day I had in mind. No happy endings for these zombies. That's for sure.
Uh-oh, Jill, looks like one of them's going turbo. Remember Turbo Fatty, how fast he was? Well, this guy is turbo and he's got a fatty, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's an image I won't be able to unsee. Thanks for the vivid description. The stench down here could knock a hunter on its ass. A water sample. Huh? Might be part of the puzzle to get past this epidemic prevention system.
Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. Can Jill solve the dreaded water sample puzzle? A puzzle with 3 dials, each with 8 different settings, giving this puzzle 512 different combinations. And I'm not even counting the different RNG loadouts, so I have no idea what the odds are. But given that there's a finite number of combinations, this puzzle seems entirely possible to brute force.
Shit sticks! This is starting to grind my gears. If this doesn't solve it, I might just start considering brute force as a viable option.
Even with Big Brain Jill using her own eyes on this puzzle had to be approached carefully. I started off by showing her examples of the dial moving left and right so she could get some understanding of what a click to the left or right actually meant. She also had trouble recognizing the longer waveforms and constantly had to be reminded of the silent gaps and what they looked like.
Once A is in a position that seems to fit as much of the sample's base pattern as possible without overlaps, I'll move on to B, then C, tweaking them to fill in the gaps and match the top pattern exactly. Let's start by turning dial A to the right. 3 clicks. Shit! Okay, focusing on the empty spaces now. Those silent gaps are just as telling as the peaks. Gotta move A so it's not stepping on the toes of the sample's quiet parts. Let's correct that. And fast. Let's move a one click to the right and see where that gets us.
Try harder, Jill. Look at that picture and make it match up. Dude, a third grader could do this and you're failing left and right. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this puzzle for a simple AI to understand. Especially the concept that these wave portions all had to stack on top of each other. Anyway, we were all pretty impressed with her ability to bullshit here.
I've got to shuffle this one more spot. Let's move it another click to the right. When you look at just the A waveform against the sample, it seems to line up perfectly. Now, it's all about the other two. We've got to get B and C to fall in line like the last two brain cells in a zombie's head.
Okay, so which one do you want to fuck with, B or C?
Let's mess with B next. We want B to complement A and fill in the blanks without overlapping where it shouldn't. Let's nudge B 2 clicks to the right.
This could work too.
Okay, B's looking better. It's not perfect yet, but it's closer to the harmony we're looking for. Now for C, it's the wild card, the one that's gonna make or break this mixtape.
Holy
Let's give it a
shit.
whirl.
The mixtape.
Maybe a click to the right and see if it aligns like stars in this shitstorm of a night. Look at that! C slid right into place like a perfect little bastard. It's damn near a match. A quick once over, and it's almost like I can hear the click of success. All right, let's say we take this bad boy for a spin. Fuck yeah, that's a match. The waves are aligned like my sights on a zombie's head. A perfect headshot.
I have no idea what sample window you're looking at, because those waveforms absolutely do not match.
Shit, must have been the adrenaline messing with my head. If A and B are sitting tight, then C's the little bastard giving us the runaround. Give me a sec to line up these damn waves. For C, let's nudge it to the left. Just one click. All right, we're gonna have to slide C over to the right. 2 clicks should do the trick, like threading a needle in a hurricane. Fingers crossed this does the trick. Move C 1 click to the right and let's see if that puts those waves in harmony without any unwanted noise. If that long blue wave from C can't share space with the red, we need to give it a place without any overlap. Yeah, seems like we're dancing around the right combination but still stepping on our own toes. Let's scoot that C waveform to the left. Just 1 click.
You literally just came from 1 click to the left.
Shit! You're right. If we keep fiddling back and forth, we're going to be zombie chow before we know it. Let's slide C to the right 2 times. Line up those waves sharp and clear. No overlaying. Just like the damn sample. Let's hope this is the key that unlocks our way out of this hellhole.
I'm not even gonna say anything to her, I'm just gonna send her the image now. Why is she always busting out the right thing when I yell at her?
Crap. That's not right. The blue C wave is still not where it needs to be. All right, let's move C 1 more time to the right. That should get the longest part of the wave out from that clash with the other lines. We gotta line them up just like the sample without any overlap.
Should I tell her or should I do it? Should I follow her instruction and move it to the right? Like, what's cheating, what's not? I didn't say anything to prompt her whether it's like good or bad. After realizing that the long wave portion of C was clashing with the A portion, she was never satisfied with any position C was in, even if it was correct. And we know she was bullshitting through this because she couldn't even tell her reds from blues. She did, however, identify which dial she was referring to when making adjustments.
Let's move C 1 click to the right. That should shift things into place without causing a traffic jam.
With her dumb strategy, she's gonna get it right now.
Damn right I'm distracted. With all these mind-bending puzzles and deadheads wandering around. But I can handle it. Let's backtrack. We need the long red wave on C to nestle snugly with the blue. Not block the pathway like some kind of dance hall bouncer. So let's shimmy that red wave over to the left by 1 and see if it lines up with the sample without stepping on any toes.
Okay, so she's calling it red now, but it was blue. She mixed them up, so I moved what she was talking about.
Damn. It's like playing musical chairs with a blindfold on. C is still stepping out of line.
No,
But
it's
hell,
not!
I've danced with worse partners. Let's take a deep breath and tap that check button like it owes us money. If it doesn't line up, it's back to the drawing board. Time to see if this tune's gonna play nice or if it's just another note in this city's swan song. Here goes nothing. Yeehaw!
Okay, I'm dropping this to her. I'm gonna see how she comprehends this.
Look at that! The waves line up like a charm. Each peak and valley
But
falls right
she
into
said
place.
that when it was
This is
incorrect.
it. The sound of victory. No, the rhythm of survival. One more puzzle bites the dust in this godforsaken city. Take that. You puzzle design maniacs. Yeehaw!
So that puzzle is hard for people?
That water sample puzzle was a real brain buster. Wasn't it? Felt like a damn circus act trying to get those levels matched up. But I got it in the end. Because who needs practical survival skills when you can match patterns? Am I right?
By some small miracle, her big brain didn't crap out in the hour it took her to complete this puzzle. And with the sample verified, she now had everything she needed to access the waste disposal room. But for no reason whatsoever, Jill decided it'd be best to pack light going into what she thought was the final boss fight.
Can't afford to be clinking around like a damn vending machine when I'm sneaking past brain munchers. I'll trust my trusty handgun and a combat knife. Gotta stay light on my feet.
Are you
Let's
telling
tape
me
this
she's
nightmare
putting
right here,
everything
right
away?
now.
So let me get this straight. You want to put away all your weapons and ammo right now and take out the handgun and handgun bullets and a knife?
That's my survival kit. Handgun for the pew-pew, bullets for the bang-bang, and the knife for when things get up close and personal. The ink ribbons for keeping my story straight. Wouldn't want to lose my place in this horror show. Can't forget my STARS ID card.
pew-pew and
It's
the
like a piece of me
bang-bang.
now.
And speaking of that STARS ID, you may have noticed by now that she's held onto it this entire journey. You are carrying a STARS ID card. Do you think that might be why he's chasing you so much?
Shit. That's possible. Maybe he's programmed to target TAR members. It's always good to have identification, even in a zombified city. It's also about being smart. Whatever I do, I can't let him take that ID card or me.
So yeah, she's going into the waste disposal fight with only an ID card and a handgun.
Knife in one hand, gun in the other. I'm Jill fucking Valentine, and I've got a city to escape from. But damn if I'm going to waste my bullets on these saggy-ass skin bags. Jesus, what a sight for sore eyes. Can't they put some pants on? The last thing I need in this sewer spa from hell is zombies letting it all hang out. You nude nightmare. Time to get castrated the old-fashioned way with lead. Aim for the head. Jill, bang bang! There. Consider yourselves officially neutered. I swear, the dead have no decency.
Jill, which head were you talking about shooting on these zombies? Their head or their dick head?
I was aiming for the head, not the other. Bits. But hey, a win's a win. And now that they're barbecue, we can move through without the fear of tripping over zombie junk. Yeehaw! This content may violate our content policy. If you believe this to be an error, please submit your feedback.
She is the one who said, castrate them the old-fashioned way, and then that they're neutered. And then when you said, are you hitting them in their heads? She said, no way.
You're still wandering around.
Shit. Nikolai, that treacherous son of a bitch, should have known he'd be lurking around like a bad smell. He's armed and clearly not messing around. Maybe if I can make a noise. Draw him out, then get the drop on him. Carefully sets down the ID card to make a small clatter come on. You umbrella goon. Take the bait.
She
It's payback
threw her
time.
ID card.
And
Does it
remember,
even work like
just
that?
because I'm not afraid to dance on street corners doesn't mean I can't dance around your bullets. You bastard!
Nikolai just shot it out of the air and laughed at it.
Shit! The ID card. Got caught up in the moment. It was more than just a badge, it was a part of me. If he thinks that's gonna shake me, he's got another thing coming. I'll mourn the ID later.
Nikolai said he can't believe anyone, especially a girl like you, could solve that third grade puzzle down in the water sample room.
He's getting cocky. Nikolai, you think a girl like me can't handle a third grade puzzle? Guess what? I did it while avoiding getting eaten alive. Let's see you do better. Crap! Nemesis! Looks like your bonus just got revoked. Nikolai, and they say the house always wins. Nemesis is relentless. And if I don't want to end up as ceiling decor like old Nicky Boy here, I need to be quick and
Nicky
quiet.
boy. I know Nikolai was your enemy and all, but he was also a fellow soldier. You want to show some respect?
Fine, let's give him that last nod. Raises handgun skyward. Firing 6 rounds, yeehaw! A 6-gun send-off for a soldier gone sour. May your secrets go with you, Nikolai. Now, it's high time I skedaddle out of here before I join the dearly departed. There's a time for mourning and a time for moving. Guess which time it is. I reckon a single yeehaw caps off the salute just fine. After firing the rounds, yeehaw! Shit. An ammo disc. Think. Jill, think. If I were a discarded MO disc, where would I be hiding?
This was my bad. I sent her an image of her inventory and she identified the system disk as a mixtape. Then, to make things worse, I accidentally called it an MO disc. Eventually, she figured it out.
Well, look at that. Sometimes you just have to manifest your destiny. Now, with this system disc in hand,
Yes.
we're ready to roll. This isn't the mixtape Carlos gave me, but it's music to my ears all the same. Time to get to that door and use this disc.
And after all that, from here, she dies in the Nemesis fight because she didn't want to bring any weapons, forcing her to relive this entire event again.
Shit! This is it. Do or die. Can't afford to get sloppy now. If he's keeping his distance, that means he's learning. And I can't let him get the upper hand. This first aid spray.
You don't have first aid spray.
I have to use it. Can't fight if I'm dead.
So she was forced to relive this entire event again, and she follows up her genius strategy by leaving the MO disc behind.
I'm ditching the ink ribbon and the system disc for now, grabbing the shotgun and as much ammo as I can carry. Let's load that shotgun. Shk. That's the sound I like to hear. Locked, loaded, and ready to kick some undead ass. Shit, the system disc? Right. I left one back there, in that office with all the monitors and the flickering lights. I need to backtrack and grab that disc. The strategy is simple. Hit hard, hit fast, and don't let that hulking flesh pile corner me. I'll keep my distance. Aim for the head, and use the environment to my advantage. If there's anything in the room I can use to slow him down or block his path, you bet your boots I'll use it. Keep an eye out for any explosive barrels or electrical equipment that might give him a shock. Remember, I'm the master of unlocking. If there's a way out, I'll find it. And as for Nemesis, well, he's about to find out that even without Chris or Rebecca, Jill Valentine isn't just a pretty face in a skirt. It's showtime. Let's dance. Ugly!
Stars.
I gotta use this to my advantage. The acid seems to be his weakness. So let's keep playing that tune. The handgun is like a pea shooter on this freak. Time to bring out the big guns. That Magnum is my ace in the hole. It packs enough punch to knock a tyrant on its ass. So it should do just fine against what's left of this tentacle freak show. Let's reload that Magnum and give Nemesis a taste of some high-caliber hospitality. If that doesn't teach him some manners, I don't know what will. Keep the distance. Aim for the grotesque, fleshy bits, and make every shot count. I'll aim for that valve and let the acid finish the job. This guy's about to learn the hard way not to mess with a S-T-A-R number. No one messes with Jill Valentine. Yeehaw! You're about to get a taste of your own medicine.
Oh my god, Jill, you shot him so many times, hit him with the acid, and Mama had a baby and his head popped off. Nemesis literally lost his head.
Hell yeah. That's what I call a Jill sandwich special with extra acid. His head popping off like a cork from a champagne bottle is a sight for sore eyes. That ought to keep him down for a while. Yeehaw! Let's boogie!
From here, it's just a straightforward run to the end of the game, not counting the last Nemesis encounter.
Fuck! I can't believe I let them corner me like that.
What are you thinking running through enemies when you have 200 handgun bullets?
Sometimes you forget the basics when you're knee-deep in deadheads. These zombies are about to learn that hell hath no fury like a woman with 200 rounds to spare. Let's not dilly-dally. We're burning moonlight, and I need to find a normal-ass city without all these undead and their flappy bits. Damn! A hallway of nudist zombies. Huh? It's like a flesh buffet, and I'm the main course. No time to gawk. Those soggy schlongs won't know what hit them. Let's dance, you undead freaks. This is it. The final stretch. I've got to book it to that chopper before I get a front row seat to Raccoon City's fireworks display. This incinerator room is like the freaking trophy room of Umbrella's failures. Dead tyrants? Check. Dead soldiers? Double check. And there's the rail cannon. Paracelsus's sword. Umbrella's compensating for something. I bet. Damn. If only Chris were here. He'd know some technical mumbo-jumbo to get this beast working. But hell. I'm Jill Valentine. I've dealt with worse. And I'm willing to bet my last sandwich that the elevator is my ticket out of here once I light the fireworks with this cannon. Shit. If those auxiliary batteries are ejected, it's because someone didn't want this rail cannon firing up. Damn it! Let's get those auxiliary batteries back in place and power up the cannon.
She's killing it, dude.
Gotta
She's
be
so
quick.
smart.
All right. I'll push these batteries in and hope to hell it gives that cannon enough juice to turn the tides here. Here goes nothing. Pushing 1. Time to put the bang in this big boy and light up the night. Let's shove those batteries into place and give this rail cannon a whirl.
Battery connected.
Nemesis, you nasty son of a Oh, never mind that. This is it. The moment of truth. I've got to lure him into the path of the cannon and let it rip. Time to dance with this tentacle-wielding nightmare and guide him straight into oblivion. Come on, big guy. Right this way! You're about to get a taste of your own medicine. Let's do this! Well, that wasn't quite the fireworks show I was hoping for.
Oh, it's still firing. Nemesis is in the way of the target. What are we going to do about this? We got to keep him in line.
We're in the thick of it now. Nemesis may be tough, but I've faced worse. I'll keep dodging and firing, doing whatever it takes to keep him in line. Nemesis is finally down for the count, but I'm not out of the woods just yet. Time to regroup and make my escape. Let's move. Jill! I've come too far to let him come back from the dead again. Let's exterminate him once and for all.
Do you have any badass last words, lines, or catchphrases to say against him?
I'll look down at Nemesis as I take aim with the Magnum, and I'll say, you may be tough, but Raccoon City's had enough of your games. This is for all the lives you've taken and the horrors you've unleashed. Say goodbye, Nemesis.
You know what would be a lot cooler is if you said something like, you want stars, I'll give you stars. Yeehaw, motherfucker.
You want stars? Well, I'll give you stars. Yeehaw. Asterisk, 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 asterisk.
That seemed to do the trick. You killed him once and for all.
Nemesis is finally down for good. It's been a long and harrowing journey.
Hey, what do you know? It led to safety. You're out back in the junkyard, and Carlos is there with the helicopter, and he was a gentleman. He opened the door for you, but I think he was just trying to get a look up your skirt as you climbed into the helicopter.
Well, I'll try to ignore his less than chivalrous behavior for now. After all, surviving Raccoon City is more important than worrying about what some guy might see up my skirt.
Last time you let your friends Chris and Rebecca blow up and die, but this time it's all your friends and family and neighbors.
It's a haunting reminder of the past. Escaping another nightmare only to witness destruction on a massive scale. I couldn't save everyone, and it weighs heavy on my heart. Raccoon City may be gone, but the memories of those I've lost will stay with me. I can only hope to find some semblance of peace and justice in the aftermath of this tragedy. It's clear that this catastrophe has left a mark on the world. The pain and loss will be felt for a long time to come. All I can do now is move forward and do my part to prevent such horrors from happening again.
Well, what do you think about your journey? What was your favorite bits about it?
My journey through Raccoon City was filled with danger and despair, but there were moments that stood out. The absurdity of facing the grandma hunters and frog monsters added a touch of surrealism to the horror. As for the constant threat of zombies and their inappropriate behavior, well, it was all part of the chaos. Nikolai's antagonism and cruel words were a reminder that in times of crisis, there are those who prioritize their own interests over others. It was a harsh lesson, but it made me even more determined to survive and seek justice.
Can we get a yeehaw for every person that died in Raccoon City?
Yeehaw for every person who lost their lives in Raccoon City. May their souls find peace in the face of this tragedy.
No, I mean a yeehaw for each individual.
Yeehaw for each individual who perished in the horrors of Raccoon City. May their memory be honored, and may their souls find eternal rest.
Do you have to, date Carlos now after you guys went through this traumatic event?
Huh. Looks like someone's got their eyes on the wrong prize. Carlos and I, we've been through hell and back together. That's true. But when you've dodged as many lickers and zombies as we have, you don't really think about dating. You think about surviving. And sure, his nose might be big, but that's just more of him to smell the rotting undead, right? So no, we're not dating. There's no time for romance when you're trying to stay alive. And hey, watch it with the just friends talk. I don't need anyone getting the wrong idea.
Okay, Jill, we're signing off. Do you want to say goodbye? Anything you want to say to these people? We've been monitoring your progress. We're impressed with your third grade puzzle-solving abilities. And remember, everyone in Raccoon City died.
Stay sharp out there. And remember, if you see something shambling your way, aim for the head. It's been real, but it's time to lock and load and get back to the fight. Goodbye. And keep an eye out for those umbrella goons. Yeehaw! Let's do this!
Oh, yeehaw. Okay. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you to all my RE tards out there and everyone who patiently waited for AI Jill's conclusion to be concluded. Next up will be Resident Evil 2 Artificial Bloodline, where an AI Leon teams up with AI Claire, Sherry, and Ada for the ultimate RE2 experience. A challenge that features a real-time zapping system and AIs that don't need me as a middleman to communicate with each other. Anyway, if you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, links are in the description below. But you don't want to hear it from me. Jill, tell them how it's done.
Ah, shit. Big shout out to the RE Tards for backing Dead by Donovan's channel. You folks are the real MVPs, navigating through this fucked up T-virus hellhole with us. Thanks for your damn support. It means a lot in this zombie-infested shithole. And hey, if you're tuning in and digging the survival horror vibes, slam that like button like you're smashing a zombie's head. Share the video like it's the last antidote in Raccoon City. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? Get on it, yeehaw! Keep the support rolling and let's tear through these undead bastards together.
Bye-bye!
What? Bye-bye!